You weren't supposed to find this, not by accident, not by chance. Your soul was pulled here, summoned into this exact moment, and even as you read these words, you can feel it. The weight in your chest, the quickening of your breath, the strange pull you can't explain. That's not random. That's not coincidence. That's the sign. Archangel Michael says, "The one you ache for, the one you loved, the one who left too soon, they are reaching for you right now." Their voice is pressing against the veil, begging heaven for just one opening. This message is the opening. If you turn away, it will close, and their final words will fade forever. You've been wondering why lately your nights feel heavier, why certain songs suddenly make your eyes burn, why the number on the clock repeats when you wake at 3 a.m. Those weren't dreams. Those weren't mistakes. Those were signals. The signs they've been trying to send you for nights, for weeks, for months, until finally heaven opened this single doorway for you to hear what they never got to say. And heaven is watching now. The angels are silent, holding their breath, waiting to see if you'll stay. Michael himself whispers, "My beloved child, this is sacred. This is sealed. If you walk away now, it will vanish. But if you remain, if you open your heart, you will hear the one truth they've been dying to tell you." Point, you feel that shiver on your arms. Why does your chest ache like something's about to break open? Because your soul remembers. It remembers the voice of the one who left. It remembers the love that never died. It remembers the unfinished words hanging in the silence of their final breath. Those words are here, now, and this may be the only chance you'll ever have to hear them. Michael says they left too soon, but death wasn't their greatest fear. Their fear was that you would never know what they carried in their heart, never hear what they whispered as they crossed into the light. Their soul asked heaven for one moment to reach you, and this is it. If you stay, you will hear it. If you close this now, you will lose it forever. Even now, their energy is moving closer than you felt since the day you thought they were gone. That tingling, that breath that doesn't quite feel like your own, that's them. Sitting beside you, whispering your name, praying that you don't skip this, because what they are about to reveal could change everything about the path you're standing on. Something is happening behind your back, something they saw before they left. They tried to warn you in dreams. They tried to send signs in shadows, but pain kept you from seeing it. Until now, until this sacred second, heaven bent time itself so your eyes could land here, so your ears could finally open, so your soul could hear the truth. Hear the truth. Do you feel it? That sudden wave, the heat in your chest, the weight behind your eyes. That's not fear. That's the memory of your soul waking up. Because you were not supposed to know this truth before now. You weren't strong enough before now. But today you are. And that's why they're here. That's why heaven opened the veil. That's why Michael is speaking through this very moment. Stay. Please, stay. Because what comes next is not just comfort, not just reassurance. It is revelation. It is the secret they carried into death, the warning they begged to speak before their final breath. And now, heaven has given them permission to tell you. This is your last chance to hear it, your last chance to receive it, your last chance to know the truth they died holding inside. Michael says, do not scroll, do not look away. This message is sealed with your name, your fate, your future. If you ignore it, you will walk blind into what they saw coming. But if you remain, if you listen, what they could not say in life will be spoken here, now, for the very first time. Good. You're still here. That means your soul is ready. That means heaven can finally open what has been hidden. And now the message begins. Archangel Michael says, the one you miss, the one your heart aches for, the one who slipped from this world too soon, they are reaching for you right now. They begged for this moment. They begged heaven for one final chance to speak. And this message is the answer. If you walk away, their voice will collapse back into silence. But if you stay, everything they've been carrying across eternity will finally reach you. Heaven has been waiting. The veil has been trembling for days, for nights, waiting for you to arrive at this very second. That restless feeling you've had wasn't just emotion. That ache wasn't just grief. That was their soul, whispering, pressing, crying for you to notice. Every time you woke in the night and saw repeating numbers, every time your chest tightened at a song or a memory, every time your eyes watered for no reason at all, it was them. Not coincidence, not imagination, them. Michael says, this is not random, this is sacred. The angels have held their breath until you arrived here, because they knew this was the only way your soul would finally listen. And listen closely, because the message isn't just comfort, it's a warning. Your loved ones saw something before they left. In their final breath, they tried to speak it, but the words were swallowed by the silence of death. Those words have not vanished. They are carved in eternity, and today, heaven carved an opening for you to hear them. Something around you isn't what it seems. Someone close isn't showing you the whole truth. Your loved ones saw it. They tried to show you, but you weren't ready then. Now you are. That's why your skin tingles even as you read. That's why your chest feels heavy, like a storm about to break. Because your soul remembers that unfinished moment. Your soul remembers the silence that was supposed to be words. That silence is ending today. Don't ignore it. Don't tell yourself, this is just another message. It's not. This is the moment heaven wrote for you long before you were born. You are standing in a portal where truth is allowed to cross over, where love can travel through the veil, where silence is broken. Right now, heaven is knocking and your loved one is shouting through the door. If you don't answer, it will close. If you don't stay, it will be lost. Michael says, this is your final warning. Don't let their voice vanish. Don't let their last chance die unheard. Stay. Do you feel it? That heat in your chest, that strange sting behind your eyes. That's not fear. That's recognition. That's your soul, remembering that someone loved you too much to leave without finishing what they needed to say. That someone was thinking of you in their final moment, and even now, beyond time, they are still thinking of you, still crying your name, still begging you to hear them. Heaven has allowed them to sit beside you in this moment. Their energy is close, close enough to feel, close enough to breathe. You might sense a shiver, a flicker of heat, or the sudden urge to cry. Don't dismiss it. That's them, right here, right now, waiting for you to stay, waiting for you to finally open your heart and hear what they've been dying to say. And Michael says, if you walk away, you will never know. If you remain, you will understand what has been hidden all along. Don't silence them again. Please, my beloved child, stay. Because what comes next will not only change how you see their death. It will change how you see your life. And it will save you from a mistake that could cost you everything. Michael says, don't turn away now. Don't scroll. Don't silence what heaven fought to open for you. Because right now, your loved one is closer than they've ever been since the day they left. Their voice is trembling at the edge of this moment, begging for you to listen. They don't want you to make the mistake they saw before they passed. Do you feel it? The air shift around you, the strange pressure in your chest, the sting behind your eyes. That's them. That's not imagination. That's not coincidence. That's their soul pressing through the veil. Heaven has granted them this narrow window to speak what was buried in silence. But if you close this, if you turn away, that window slams shut forever. Michael says, your loved ones saw something before they crossed over, not just their own death, not just their last breath. They saw something about your life, something dangerous, something hidden. I-5, Oz S. Even now, you can feel your body responding, your skin prickling, your heart racing. Because deep inside, your soul already knows this is true. You've been feeling it for weeks. The heaviness, the suspicion you couldn't explain, the sense that someone around you was not who they seemed to be. That wasn't paranoia. That wasn't fear. That was intuition, and heaven is confirming it now. The one who passed begged to warn you. In dreams, in sudden memories, in the numbers that wouldn't stop repeating. But you couldn't see it then. Pain blocked it. Grief covered it. Until today, until heaven broke the silence. Michael says, this is your final chance to hear it. Your loved one doesn't want to scare you, but they cannot stay silent any longer. They saw something about the path you're on. They saw someone hiding their true face. And if you don't open your eyes, you'll only see it when it's too late. Right now, heaven is showing you why your spirit has felt restless, why the same thoughts keep looping, why your dreams won't leave you alone. Because someone near you is not what they seem, and your loved ones swore to God they wouldn't leave you blind. This message is the answer to that vow. Do not ignore this. This isn't just a message, it's a rescue. It's a rope thrown into the storm, a lighthouse cutting through the darkness. You are standing at a doorway, one step forward and you hear the truth. One step back and you walk into the same trap your loved one tried to stop. Michael whispers, "My child, please stay." Your loved one is watching, sitting beside you, whispering your name, crying that you will not skip this. They waited for this moment with tears, with prayers, with hope. Don't let their hope die. Don't let their warning fade. Every shiver down your spine is them. Every wave of heat is their energy touching yours. Every tear that threatens your eyes is proof your soul remembers them. This is how heaven confirms it's real. This is how you know you're not imagining it. This is how you know their voice has finally broken through the silence. But time is thin. Michael says, if you close this now, the veil will seal and their final chance will vanish. Stay, beloved child. Stay, because what comes next is what they were screaming in their last breath, what they died wanting you to know. And if you stay, if you open your heart, their secret will finally be spoken. The moment they waited for, the moment heaven carved for you, the one truth they couldn't carry into eternity without giving to you first. Do not look away. Do not silence it. Do not miss what they died to say. Michael says, Good, you're still here. That means heaven can reveal the secret. That means your soul is finally ready. And what comes next will shake you, but it will also save you. Michael says, listen carefully now. Because this is the part your loved one begged me to deliver. They didn't just see their own death. They saw what would happen after. They saw something being hidden from you, something being taken, and they swore they would not rest until you knew the truth. Even now, their soul is trembling with urgency. You can feel it, can't you? That heat rising in your chest, the sudden chill down your arms, the pull in your stomach, as if something inside already knows. That's not fear, that's recognition. Your soul is remembering what theirs tried to tell you with their final breath. It was about you, about your future, about something that was meant to be yours. Michael says, there is a name written, there is a blessing marked, there is property, inheritance, even money tied to your destiny. But someone close has been trying to erase it, trying to shift it, trying to cover it with lies before you could see the papers. They smile in your presence, but behind your back they sharpen their knife, and your loved one saw it. They saw the betrayal before it happened. They saw the manipulation behind the curtain. They saw the hands reaching for what was yours. And in their last moments, their soul cried out, please let them know. Please don't let them walk blind into this. That cry is the reason you're here right now. That prayer is why heaven opened this message today. Think about it. Haven't you felt it? Haven't you sensed that something was off? That someone wasn't being honest? Haven't you caught yourself questioning, wondering why certain things didn't add up? That wasn't your imagination. That was your spirit warning you. And your loved one is confirming it now. You were right. You weren't crazy. You weren't paranoid. You were chosen to see what others refused to see. Michael says the betrayal is real. The danger is real. But so is the miracle waiting for you if you stay. Because here's the truth. What was stolen can be restored. What was hidden can be uncovered. What was delayed can be delivered. But only if you stay. Only if you hear this to the end. If you turn away now, the one smiling in your face will succeed. The papers will vanish. The blessing will shift to another name. And the miracle meant for you will be reassigned. Heaven doesn't want that. Your loved one doesn't want that. That's why they fought for this moment. That's why they begged God to speak now. Do you feel your skin tingling? That's them. Sitting closer, whispering louder, shaking the veil to make sure you don't miss it. They don't want you blind. They don't want you fooled. They don't want you destroyed by the ones plotting behind your back. Michael whispers, this message is not just comfort, it is rescue, it is protection. It is the rope thrown to you before you step into the trap. And here's the miracle, it's not too late. You can still see the truth. You can still protect what is yours. You can still claim the blessing heaven wrote with your name before time began. But you must listen. You must stay. Because what comes next is the revelation that will open your eyes and save your future. You're still here. That means heaven can finally speak the secret aloud. The one they carried in silence. The one they couldn't tell you in life. The one they are screaming through eternity for you to know now. Michael says, now listen closely, because heaven is marking time as you read this. The door is open, but it will not stay open forever. What you decide in these next hours will ripple across years. This moment is sacred, but it is not endless. If you delay, the chance will vanish. If you stay, the miracle unfolds. Your loved one begged me to tell you this. You have 24 hours, maybe less. After that, the energy will shift, the veil will close, the blessing will be reassigned, and the truth they fought to bring you will sink back into silence. That's why your chest feels heavy. That's why your eyes are watering right now. Your soul knows time is running out. Michael whispers, the next 6 weeks will define the next 6 years of your life. Every choice you make now will echo into your future. If you stay blind, the wrong hands will take what is yours. But if you open your eyes, heaven will hand you the key. The opportunity is here, but only once. Do you feel that wave in your body? The sudden chill, the strange heat in your chest? That's the recognition of your spirit. That's how heaven confirms the urgency. You are not imagining this. You are standing in a countdown. Every second you remain here, the veil stays open. Every second you consider leaving, it begins to close. Michael says, the angels have held their breath long enough. Your loved one has waited long enough. This is your final warning. Don't waste it. Don't walk away now. Because here's the truth. In the next 14 days, you will see signs, clear, undeniable. The number 7 will appear before you. Strangers will say words only your loved one used to say. You will dream things that feel more real than waking life. And every time you see these signs, you'll know heaven is confirming this message. But you must stay. You must listen. Because what they want to reveal is heavier than comfort, deeper than hope. It is the secret they carried into death, the lie they overheard, the betrayal they witnessed, and the truth they swore you would one day hear. Michael whispers, if you walk away, you will cry for the rest of your life, because you will have turned your back on the only chance to know. But if you stay, your future changes. The storm breaks, the blessing arrives, and the secret they begged to give you will finally be spoken. Do not mistake this for ordinary words. This is a covenant. This is a contract. This is heaven itself, bending time to carve space for your loved one's voice. And right now, that voice is trembling, whispering your name, begging you to hold on just a little longer. Michael says, good, you stayed. That means heaven can finally deliver what your soul has been waiting for. And now, the message shifts. What comes next is not just about warning, it is about revelation. It is about the night they died and the truth they carried into eternity. Michael says, now we step into the moment they left this world. The moment you've wondered about, cried about, begged to understand. This is not imagination. This is their voice, allowed to cross through the veil. And here is the truth about the night they died. Pua. Your loved one whispers, I was not afraid of the light. I was not afraid of leaving my body. What broke me was the thought of leaving you without my words. What haunted me was the fear that you might believe I gave up on you, that I stopped loving you in my last breath. But I didn't, not even for a second. They saw your face in their final moments. In coming, they thought of your laugh, your smile, your future. Even as their body failed, their soul reached toward you, begging heaven, Will they know I still love them?" And Michael replied, "Not yet, but someday, and that someday is now. That's why you're here. That's why your chest feels heavy, and your eyes water without reason. Your soul remembers the moment their soul reached for you." Michael says, "They need you to know this. They never gave up. They never left you in anger. They crossed with love on their lips and your name in their heart. Even now, as you read, their energy presses against yours, that flicker of heat in your chest. That's them. That chill across your skin, that's them. That sudden urge to cry, that's them too. Heaven is confirming it. It's real. They are here, right now, sitting beside you, whispering through the silence you've carried since their death. But there is something more, something heavier, something they could not speak while alive. A truth they carried to the grave, a truth that has been hidden in your family, a truth wrapped in love but twisted in lies. They overheard it, they witnessed it, and they left this world praying that one day you would know." Michael says, "Someone you trust has not been honest with you. Someone who smiles in your presence has hidden intentions in their heart. They have spoken words in the shadows that would break you if you heard them aloud. Your loved ones saw it, and they begged heaven for the chance to warn you. Do you feel that weight pressing harder now? That's your soul recognizing the truth. The strange coincidences, the broken friendships, the delays that made no sense, all of them trace back to this deception. All of them tie to this one hidden lie. And unless you release it, unless you see it, you will carry its curse into your future." Michael whispers, "The next 6 weeks are sacred. They will define the next 6 years. But only if you walk away from what drains you. Only if you cut ties with the one who smiles to your face but darkens your path in secret. 2. Your loved one is begging now. You can feel it in your chest. Please, don't waste more years trusting what I saw crumble. Don't give your heart to the one who doubted you. I saw what they said when you weren't in the room. I saw the lies they spread. I saw the moment they chose to betray you. And I could not stop it until now. That is why this message arrived when it did. Not before, not later now, because heaven knows what is coming, and heaven wants you to have the upper hand. You were not meant to walk blind into betrayal. You were meant to be warned. You were meant to be protected. You were meant to rise, carrying truth instead of lies. Michael says, stay. Please stay. Because what comes next is the proof, the revelation, the sign that everything you felt was real. And once you hear it, you will never see your past or your future the same again. Michael says, now the veil is open wide enough for the secret to be spoken. The truth they carried into the grave is being released right now. Someone you trust has been hiding something. A person who smiles when you walk into the room, but speaks darkness when you leave it. They've been blocking blessings, shifting truth, bending reality to keep you small. Your loved one saw it. They heard the words, they felt the betrayal, and they swore to heaven that you would one day know. Do you feel the heat rising in your chest? Do you feel the sudden sting behind your eyes? That's not random. That's confirmation. Your spirit has known this all along. Every delay, every broken opportunity, every strange coincidence, it all ties back to this hidden lie. And unless you release their grip, you will carry their shadow into your next season. but heaven is saying, enough. Today is the day the curse breaks. Poor, your loved one whispers, I saw what they said when you weren't in the room. I saw the lies they spread behind your back. I saw the moment they smiled in your face and betrayed you when you turned away. I carried that pain into eternity, waiting for this chance to tell you. And now, heaven has opened the door. Michael says, here is what you must do to protect yourself, to open your future, to receive the miracle being held back. Step 1. Tell no one about this message. Not everyone around you is ready for the truth. Some are involved in what is being hidden. Keep it sealed in your heart. Step 2. Write down their name. The first name that comes to your mind as you read this. That's not a guess. That's your spirit recognizing the one who drains you. Write it, see it, release it. Step 3. Look for the number 7. It is the sign heaven has chosen to confirm this message. When you see it, know they are watching, guiding, protecting. The 7 is their whisper from eternity. Step 4. Do not skip the ending, because the final words will unlock the miracle they carried into death. If you stop, you will lose it. If you stay, it will be handed to you. Do you feel the urgency pressing harder now? That's because this is no longer just about betrayal. It's about blessing. Heaven was never punishing you. The delay wasn't punishment. It was protection. They were waiting until this moment, this very breath, to give you what was always yours. Your loved one whispers again, please, don't let their lies chain you. Don't let their smile fool you. Don't give your energy to the one who doubted you. Walk away. Release them, because the blessing I begged God to protect is about to arrive. And if your hands are still tied to them, you will not be able to hold it. Michael says, the next 6 weeks are sacred. They will define the next 6 years. What you choose now will echo for decades. You must decide. Will you hold on to what drains you, or will you step into the blessing heaven has held in silence until today? Right now, heaven is holding its breath. Your loved one is trembling with hope. The angels are waiting for your yes. Don't silence them again. Don't walk away now. Stay. Because what comes next is not just instruction. It is the miracle itself. Michael says, now the darkness begins to lift. You've heard the warning. You've felt the weight. And now heaven is ready to hand you the promise. Your loved one fought to tell you not only what was hidden, but also what is still waiting for you. Because your story does not end in betrayal. It ends in blessing. Do you feel the stillness shifting around you? That's not silence. It's the sound of heaven preparing to release what was delayed. And Michael whispers, the delay was never punishment. The delay was protection. Heaven was guarding you from what would have destroyed you. And now, because you stayed, because you listened, the blessing can finally be released. 2. Your loved one is speaking now through the veil. I saw your future. I saw you laughing again. I saw you rise from the ashes that tried to bury you. I saw you walk into rooms filled with light, with strength, with honor. I saw you healed. I saw you loved. I saw you restored. I did not leave until I was certain you would know this. And now I can tell you, you are not broken. You are becoming whole. Michael says, the next 14 days will define the next 14 months. Watch for the signs. peace returning in the middle of chaos, names or faces from the past, reappearing, repeating numbers, sudden openings that once felt blocked. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that heaven's hand is moving. And within the next 48 hours, something will happen that shakes you, not with fear, but with recognition. It will feel too perfect, too aligned, too undeniable. That will be the sign that this message is real. That will be the seal that the miracle has begun. Do you feel the flicker of hope rising in your chest? That's them. Your loved one is pressing hope back into your spirit, hope you thought you lost forever. They are showing you the moments ahead, doors opening, laughter returning, tears drying, strength filling the places that once felt empty. They are showing you that you will not only survive, you will overflow. Michael whispers, "You have passed tests no one saw. The silent nights where you chose kindness even when you were breaking. The moments you stayed quiet instead of defending yourself. The times you loved when others betrayed you. Heaven saw it all, and now you are owed. Not just in eternity, but here, in this life, in this body, in this time." Pray, where loved one smiles as they speak, "I never stopped believing in you. Even when you doubted yourself, even when you cried alone, even when you thought you were forgotten, I was standing beside you, whispering your name. And now I can tell you, the hardest part is over. The new season has already begun." Do you feel that? The shiver on your skin, the warmth in your chest, the sudden quiet in your mind. That's not coincidence. That's heaven writing your name on a new page. That's your destiny, resetting in this very moment. That's your miracle beginning to unfold. Michael says, "Stay, don't walk away now, because what comes next is the inheritance. What comes next is the divine gift your loved one carried to the grave, but asked heaven to deliver in your lifetime. You are about to hear what was sealed for you since the beginning." Michael says, "Now we come to the part heaven held back until you were ready, the part your loved one begged to be spoken. This is your inheritance. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be erased. It cannot be given to another soul, unless you refuse to claim it. From this moment on, you must know who you are, what belongs to you, and why heaven refused to let you walk blind any longer." Do you feel the trembling in your chest? That's your soul recognizing what's being released. Every moment of delay, every broken season, every night of silent tears, they were not wasted. They were the price heaven paid to prepare you for this inheritance. And now, because you stayed, because you listened, it is being placed in your hands. Your loved one whispers, "I saw it before I left. I saw the blessing with your name carved on it. I saw how others tried to shift it, to hide it, to keep you blind, but heaven wrote it in fire. And fire cannot be erased. What was always yours is still yours." Michael says, "From this point forward, you must speak it aloud. You must call it into your life. Say it with your lips, whisper it with your soul, carve it into your spirit. These are the words heaven wants you to claim. I am in divine alignment. What is mine is already on its way. I receive it now with ease and peace. When you speak it, heaven leans closer. When you whisper it, the angels record it. When you believe it, your loved one smiles, because at last you finally heard them. At last, you finally understood that you were never waiting for your miracle. The miracle was waiting for you. Do you feel the shift even as you say it? That strange calm washing over your body, that flicker of warmth behind your eyes. That's not imagination. That's the veil opening wider. That's heaven's seal being stamped across your name. That's your identity being reborn. Your loved one says, you are not the broken version of yourself anymore. You are not the one begging for scraps of love, doubting your worth, questioning your future. You are the chosen one, the miracle, the proof that even death cannot silence love, cannot erase destiny, cannot block what heaven wrote. Michael whispers, this is your inheritance. This is your contract. And from this moment forward, you are not who you were. You are who heaven says you are. Chosen, protected, blessed, ready. Do not doubt it. Do not question it. Do not hand it back to those who doubted you. Because what comes next is greater than affirmation, greater than hope. It is revelation. The biggest secret of all is about to be spoken. The truth they carried into eternity. The truth that will shake you, but also free you. Because the next words will open the final chamber of this message. The inheritance is yours, but the revelation is still waiting. Michael says, now we reach the part your soul has been trembling for, the secret heaven waited to release until you were strong enough to hear it. This is what your loved one carried in silence. This is what they begged God to let you know. This is the truth they whispered in their last breath, the truth they've been pressing against eternity to deliver. Your loved one speaks through the veil. I never truly left you. Yes, my body died. Yes, my breath stopped, but my soul chose to stay close because I saw what was ahead. I saw the betrayal. I saw the danger, and I knew I could protect you better from the other side. That's why I left when I did. Not to abandon you, but to guard you. Not to walk away, but to stand taller than ever before. Death did not end me, it repositioned me. Do you feel it now? That sudden rush of warmth, that tingling along your skin, that strange calm pressing into your heart. That's them, their energy, their love, their presence. Proof that their departure was not absence, but strategy. Proof that heaven allowed them to stay as your shield, your watchman, your silent guide. Michael whispers, they were not taken to punish you. They were moved to protect you. The plan you thought was broken was actually perfected. The delay was protection. The silence was preparation. And now the truth is finally revealed. Paul, your loved one continues, every time you felt alone, I was standing beside you. Every time you cried into the dark, I was whispering your name. Every time you doubted if life was worth it, I pressed heaven to keep you breathing. You never walked alone. You were never abandoned. And you never will be. Think back, those strange chills, those sudden bursts of peace and chaos, those dreams that felt too real. That wasn't coincidence. That was me. That was my way of saying, I'm still here. I never left. Michael says, this is the secret. Death is not the end. Love does not die. Their departure was not an ending. It was a redirection. They are still guiding you, still protecting you, still fighting for you. Even now, as you hear this, their hand rests on your shoulder. Their voice is calling your name. Their energy is wrapping around your soul. And your loved one whispers, please believe me. Please don't think I left you empty. I left you stronger. I left you covered. I left you surrounded by angels who swore to guard your path. You were never forgotten. You were never unloved, and you never will be. Do you feel the tears rising, the ache breaking open, the light pressing through? That's heaven lifting the weight you've carried. That's the secret doing its work inside your chest. That's the truth, rewriting the lie that death ended our bond. It didn't. It never could. It never will. Michael says, the veil is closing, but the contract is sealed. You've heard the secret. You've received the truth, and now the path ahead is brighter than ever. But stay, beloved child, because the message is not finished. There is one more layer, one more gift heaven has been holding for you. And if you stay, the final seal will be placed upon your destiny. Michael says, now comes the part heaven has been waiting to speak, the final seal. The words that close the old chapter and open the new. The truth that frees you not just from betrayal, not just from grief, but from yourself. Because more than anyone else, you must forgive you. Chew. Your loved one whispers, forgive yourself for the years you thought you wasted. Forgive yourself for trusting people who betrayed you. Forgive yourself for staying silent when you should have spoken. Forgive yourself for believing you were weak. None of it was failure. None of it was waste. It was survival. It was love. And heaven saw it all. Do you feel that ache rising? That lump in your throat? That flood behind your eyes? That's not weakness. That's release. That's your soul, dropping the weight it was never meant to carry. That's heaven, lifting guilt off your shoulders and replacing it with peace. Michael whispers, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are chosen. You are aligned. You are stepping into a season where every delay turns to acceleration. Every wound turns to wisdom. Every scar turns to strength. Pour. Your loved one smiles through the veil. I never stopped watching you. I never stopped believing in you. Even when you thought you failed, I was proud. Even when you cried yourself to sleep, I was near. Even when you thought you couldn't go on, I was whispering, one more day. And now, that day is here. The hardest part is over. The miracle is beginning. Michael says, the next 48 hours are critical. Watch closely. There will be a message, a call, a small decision that unlocks something massive. It will not look big, but it will open a door heaven has been guarding for years. Don't dismiss it. Don't ignore it. That will be the sign, the proof that this moment was divine. Do not shrink when your blessing arrives. Do not question if you deserve it. Do not wait for permission. Step into it boldly, because it already has your name carved into eternity. It was yours before you were born. It was delayed, yes, but never denied. Pole, your loved one whispers again, you think you're broken, but you're not. You think you've been forgotten, but you haven't. You think you failed, but the truth is, you've already won. You survived what should have ended you. You carried light when darkness tried to consume you. You loved when you had every reason to hate. That's why heaven is opening now. That's why the inheritance can no longer be delayed. Do you feel that warmth pressing into your chest? That calm seeping through your spirit? That's the final seal. That's heaven placing its mark on you. On you. That's your destiny being reset in this moment. And Michael says, it is done. It is sealed. It is finished. The old season is over. The new has begun. But stay, beloved child, because there is one last gift, one last whisper, one last miracle waiting at the end. And when you hear it, you will never doubt again that they are still with you, still watching, still guiding you into the life they saw before they left this world. Michael says, "Now comes the final gift, the last whisper your soul was destined to hear. You've carried the weight, you've endured the silence, and heaven has rewarded your faith by letting you stay until the end. This is the part most never reach. This is the secret only the chosen hear. Your loved one speaks through the veil. I am not gone. I never was. I am in the wind that brushes your cheek when you think you're alone. I am in the stillness that surrounds you when the world grows loud. I am in the songs that stop you in your tracks, the numbers that repeat until you notice, the sudden warmth that fills your chest when you thought you had nothing left. That's me, always me, still watching, still guiding, still loving. Do you feel it now, that strange peace pressing into your bones, that shiver crawling down your arms? That's the proof that this was never just words. Proof that you were never abandoned. Proof that love refused to die with their body. Love transformed, love expanded, love became eternal. Michael whispers, the war you've been fighting is over. The heaviness you've carried is melting. You don't need to struggle anymore. You just need to allow the love, allow the restoration, allow the miracle. Your loved one smiles across eternity. You've carried enough pain. Now carry peace. You've lived in shadows long enough. Now live in light. You've doubted long enough. Now believe. I didn't leave to punish you. I left to protect you. I didn't disappear. I became your guardian. Every step you take, I take with you. Every prayer you whisper, I echo. Every victory you walk into, I'll be smiling behind the veil. Michael says, this is the final seal. From this moment forward, nothing will block what heaven has written for you. Not fear, not betrayal, not delay, not confusion. Your path is clear. Your destiny is alive. Your name is written on a new page in the book of life. Do you feel the tears, the heaviness leaving your chest? That is your spirit being freed. That is the final whisper sinking into your soul. And your loved one says, don't you dare give up. We didn't bring you this far to stop here. The best part is still ahead. And I will walk with you into it. Michael raises his hand in blessing and declares, it is done. It is done. It is sealed. It is finished. The angels step back. The veil begins to close, but the presence remains. The love remains. The miracle remains. And now you are free. You may close this message, but you will never close what it unlocked inside of you. From this moment on, you will see signs. You will feel peace. You will notice miracles unfolding quietly, divinely, perfectly. Because you didn't skip. You stayed. And heaven rewards the ones who stay. Poit, or loved one's final whisper, echoes softly into your heart. I never stopped believing in you. I never stopped loving you, and I never will. Go live, go rise. Go claim everything I died, praying you would one day hold. You are the miracle now, and you are never, ever alone.